Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're tackling a super frustrating problem that many of you have probably faced. You plug in your OBD2 scanner, ready to diagnose that pesky check engine light, and all you get is no communication or link error message. It's enough to make you want to throw your scanner across the garage, right? Well, don't do that. In this video, I am going to walk you through the most common reasons this happens and show you exactly how to fix them. We'll cover everything from simple power issues to more complex protocol and ECU problems. By the end of this, you'll be able to diagnose connection failures like a pro. First things first, let's start with the basics. Your OBD2 scanner needs power to work, and it gets that power directly from your car's OBD2 port. So, if the scanner isn't even turning on, that's your first clue. The most common culprit is a blown fuse. Most cars have a dedicated fuse for the cigarette lighter or accessory power outlet, and often, the OBD2 port is on that same circuit. Grab your car's owner's manual, find the fuse box diagram, and locate the fuse labeled something like SIG, O, or power outlet. Pull it out and inspect it. If you see a broken wire inside, that's your problem. Just swap it with a new fuse of the same amperage, and you should be back in business. It's a simple fix, but it solves the problem more often than you'd think. So, what if the fuse is fine, or your scanner power's on but still won't connect? The next step is to check the port itself for power. This is where a trusty multimeter comes in handy. Set your multimeter to the DC voltage setting, usually marked with a V and a straight line. Now, look at the OBD2 port under your dash. It's a 16-pin connector. We need to test two specific pins. Take the black probe of your multimeter and touch it to pin 4, which is the chassis ground. Then, take the red probe and touch it to pin 16, which is the battery positive. You should get a reading that's close to your car's battery voltage, typically around 12 volts. If you have 12 volts here, you know the port is getting power, and the problem lies elsewhere. If you get 0 volts, it means there's a wiring issue between the fuse box and the port itself. This could be a broken wire or a corroded pin, so take a close look at the connector for any visible damage. Okay, so we've confirmed the port has power, but the scanner still won't link up. Now we're getting into slightly more complex territory. The issue could be with the communication protocol. Your car's computer, or ECU, uses a specific language to talk to the scanner. If your scanner doesn't speak that language, or if there's a problem with the data lines, you won't get a connection. The data lines are on other pins in the OBD2 port, like pin 6 and pin 14 for the CodeMechanic protocol. While testing these data lines with a multimeter can be tricky. One thing you can do is visually inspect the pins in both the port and on your scanner S-plug. Look for any bent, pushed in, or corroded pins. Sometimes, a pin can get pushed back into the connector and won't make good contact. You can gently try to pull it forward with a small pick, or tweezers. Also, make sure your scanner is compatible with your specific vehicle. While most modern scanners are universal, some older or cheaper models might not support all protocols. Finally, if you've tried everything, LC fuse is good. The port has power, the pins look fine, and you reassure your scanner is compatible, we have to consider the possibility that the problem is with the vehicle, a CCU, or another module on the network. Sometimes, a faulty module on the car's data network can disrupt communication for everything, essentially crashing the whole system. A common cause for this is a faulty aftermarket radio or remote start system that has been wired incorrectly. If you've recently had any electronics installed, try disconnecting them to see if that restores communication. In a worst-case scenario, the ECU itself could be faulty. This is rare, but it does happen. Diagnosing a bad ECU is a job best left to a professional, as it requires specialized equipment. But by following the steps we've covered today, you can confidently rule out all the common issues yourself. So, there you have it. A step-by-step guide to troubleshooting those dreaded OBD2 connection errors. Start with the fuse, check for power with a multimeter, inspect the pins, and consider protocol issues. By being systematic, you can save yourself a lot of time and frustration. Hope this helps you get back to diagnosing and fixing your car. If you found this video useful, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more car repair tips. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.